Hi. Good morning, one and all. Welcome to the day 3 Women Leadership and Psychology Virtual Summit. I, Dr. Prasad, honored to gather amazing, talented, inspiring group of women leaders, experts, and change makers from around the globe. Over the next few days, today is the last date. I think over the last few days, we have seen a very deep interaction of leadership, psychology, and personal growth, where shared insights, experiences, and strategies to empower and uplift one another. We are thrilled to introduce one of the best esteemed speakers from all over the globe, including incredible speakers. And on this day, we are looking forward for the incredible, impactful conversation and connections that will emerge from this last day of the summit. Let's celebrate the power of women in leadership and psychology, and may this last day of the summit inspire us to reach new heights and break new grounds. So we welcome the day 3 PST time zone, and we welcome our first speaker, Pooja Talsar. Hello.
Uh,
Hello.
Hello, Dr. Prasad. I can't see myself. Can you see? I'm not sure.
No, actually. We
Yeah.
can see your presentation, but I cannot see
No,
you.
there is no presentation. Okay. Now,
Oh, yeah, we can see you now. Yeah.
no, still I can't see. I don't. Okay. All right. You can see me well. You can hear me well.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right. Okay.
Thank you so much, Pooja Talsari Bhandari. She has done an amazing talk last Paris with the lights off, coming as a woman warrior, inspiring all the 200 attendees. And here comes Pooja Talsari Bhandari again to inspire us. So Pooja Talsari Bhandari exemplifies personal leadership through her journey from a small town, non-English speaking background to global recognition. A rank holder in her MBA in Human Research from ITM and South New Hampshire University, she broke barriers as the first professional in her family, rising to leadership roles in global MNCs like UPL and Asian Paints. Pooja showcased the power of inward excellence leading to outward success. Her dynamic tenure in diverse HR roles earned her accolades as a millennial leader. Good word. Driven by a passion to inspire and empower others, she eventually found her true calling in coaching. So that's all from. I think the word is perfect suits millennial puja. I think that's the we can call from now on millennial puja, and the stage is all yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Prasad. Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. A big hello from Singapore to all of you. Before I get on to my topic today, I want you to picture this. Picture this, you wake up one morning and all the honors, all the applause, all the credits, whatever you have earned, which defines you, suddenly vanish. In that moment, how do you feel? When everything, whatever defines you on your social media, on the applause, what you have gathered over the years, if everything vanishes, how do you feel that moment? Do you feel worthy? Do you still see yourself? Last few months, couple of months back, I was in a very uncomfortable space. My LinkedIn account was been hacked. Imagine with 30K followers, suddenly one day when I log in, being the top six influencer on LinkedIn in Asia, and suddenly when I log in, I have zero followers, everything has been restricted, I can't see. LinkedIn was so important for me because I got my voice there. It was a place for me, for my impact, for my growth. And the moment everything paused for me, that moment, I felt the coach in me paused in, the professional in me felt panic, the human in me felt insecure. I say the word insecure here is because everything for me, I felt certainly my voice, there was no platform for my voice. I felt there was no connect, and I felt that I was at that moment being invisible. Obviously, my account was been later on recovered, and I am now active again with my 25K followers. But what this entire thing taught me was that sometimes we unknowingly, intentionally, unintentionally keep on attaching our identity to the external applause, to the external labels, what have been defined. This entire thing taught me that my identity is not dependent on algorithm. My worth is not dependent on whether I am visible or not visible. I can still be present. I'm more than my profile. I'm the purpose I live in. And today I'm here to speak to you all about how we can move beyond the titles to living in more purpose, the life beyond the applause. I'm, over last few days, there's been a lot of happening. And in the coaching journey, I keep on hearing so many people keep on coming and sharing in their life stories. There was this lady who came in and who told me she is very accomplished, a very courageous woman, highly confident. She came and she told me, Pooja, I need your advice that how can I shut up my girlfriends? I was like, I deep dive. The coach in me was like, tell me something more about it, Malti. What do you mean by it? And she told me that when we deep dive, she gave me a few examples, and one of the example was wherever my children are taking in my photo, they're clicking me, and I keep on telling them like this pose is not good, turn the pose, and we keep on doing a lot. Now you may think like, what is she talking about the pose, and how is it related to whatever we are talking? Be with me for a moment here, and let me tell you. When I deep dive further, I asked her that why is it a perfect pose so important. She told like my teenagers, my children, the grown-up children get so angry on me. I told her, why is it so important? She is like, because my girlfriends who care about me, who have been with me, they keep on saying that, hey, in that particular photo you were looking fat, in that photo you were not looking good, you should have taken it from that angle. And I'm tired, Pooja, of listening it. I feel so angry and frustrated. I asked her, the very thing that you feel angry and frustrated, this emotion is telling you something much, much beyond that. Your boundaries have been stepped over again and again. We keep on placing our self-worth to the external world. And that's what even she did, my dear friends. Every time in any role of you playing, we want to be such a perfect in any role we are playing in, because we have been handed over the contract by the society, which defines us that if you get a straight A's, you're a good girl. If you're always smiling, you are a strong woman. If you are never failing, you are the leader who should be. There's so much of perfection which has been assigned. We have been handed over a contract which we didn't even sign for, but it has been inherited to us by generations and generations. Today, my invitation to you, all of you, is here today to tear the contract which no longer defines us. Today, I'm not here to help you with more feathers in your cap, but probably I'm here today to liberate you from the feathers which don't belong and you have been carrying the weight all the while. Perfection is a mask and purpose is the mirror. Let me say that again. Perfection is the mask and purpose is the mirror. Perfection is when you're chasing the success. And the moment to move from that perfection to purpose is when you are moving towards more significance, being more significant, from success to significance. Purpose is purpose is much beyond. Purpose is a way of life. It is moving from human, continuously doing to human being. It is honoring you. It is moving away from the, the C of the traps, the three C's, the three cancers, what I like to call it, like comparison, complaining, criticizing. Because when you're in the perfection trap, I call it as a trap because that's where the three C's of comparison, complaining, criticizing starts. When they started popping up again and again and again. Perfection is not a pursuit of excellence. Purpose is when you honor yourself even when others may feel that you are not enough. Purpose is when you move in from that being perfect to seeing to honoring in every role you play. In every role you play. I want you today to think about it as I'm saying. Raise your hand. How many times you really didn't align yourself to something which was been said, but you still said it? Yes, while your heart deep within was, no, I don't want to do it. How many times you have been repeatedly apologizing and inside in your heart wondering, why do I need to? Just because of holding on to certain things, just because making certain things okay. How many times as a mother, if you have rested enough or more than what you think you are supposed to be and you felt you shouldn't have? Because the journey from being perfect to moving towards purpose is the journey wherein we bridge the gap between the true potential what we have and the permission what we believe we have been given by. And this permission keeps on coming in every role you play again and again and again. So how does the life look like when you move from the perfection to purpose? It is moving in from outcome to intention, wherein you're not bothered about what people will say, wherein the outer noise doesn't become your inner voice, wherein the inner voice is a mentor and not a critic with a megaphone. You move in from what people will say to what I want to feel in. You move in from hustling to honoring. You move in from chasing honor to actually honoring your alignment. You move in from hustle to harmony. You move in from fear to flow, from applause to authenticity, from control to curiosity, from image to integrity, from impress to express. Expressing yourself authentically. It doesn't demand you, it actually sees you. But how do we move this? What are the tools we can do? So here I want to introduce you to the 3 R's which you can practice. Reflect on in your life. Do you have people? Are you in your boardroom, in your internal energy and people around you? Are they only glimmers? Are they only dimmers, or are you even surrounded by glimmers? So ensure that you do an audit of dimmers and glimmers. Release what is not serving you. Very important. And this is the most difficult, to release something which is not serving us. Reconnect with your authentic, true self. The world doesn't need the perfect you. You are not here to be a checklist. You are more here to reclaim your true self, to leverage the canvas. I want you today to ask, are you leading your life by design or by default? I want you to ask yourself in every role what you're playing, is it by design or is it by default? And this perfection, it plays very heavily in the leadership role what we play. So it is important that we embrace the 3 C's, the clarity of what is really important to us, the courage of speaking up, and the community which supports, which uplifts us. So today, move away from being that perfect mother, having a spotless home, to being present. Even in professional life, it is so important. If you mess up, it doesn't define you. You need to move away from this, that if I'm perfect, people would love me. Mistakes make me not so good. Mistakes equals failure. I must do everything. Here is an invitation to all of you today. It's not a keynote, it's something which comes in from heart. It's an invitation of home calling. I want each one of you today to really pause by and think, how can you be more of human being than human doing? And if I were to tell you into the leadership, how does it play? Let me first take you through my own life journey. I come in from a family wherein I'm a first English speaking person. If I would have got into so much of nitty-gritty of perfection, and if I would have let the outer voice become my inner voice, I wouldn't have been here. It is always said the grass is greener on the other side, but based on my experience, I can tell you the grass is going to be greener on the side where you're going to water it consistently. Perfection is a mask. How long can you wear a mask? Even a makeup needs to be removed, and imagine the perfection is something which kills us internally day and day out. So if you need to move in from, and when I moved in actually in my life from perfection to actually honoring, to see myself, when I say the word CSEE, it is where you see the safety, expression, and enjoyment. Because you feel safe, because you are no longer chasing, but you are attracting. You are able to enjoy because you are in your power mode. Even if you mess up, you are like, it's okay. I'm going to learn and I'm going to grow. You become an alchemist. You turn the pain into progression. You are able to enjoy because you are being yourself. You are not chasing, but you are flowing. You are contributing. So don't impress, but express authentically, because that's what the world needs. And it is waiting for you to reclaim your mic. It is not an imposter syndrome, but it is an energy which is misaligned. Often the perfection has been equated to excellence, but no, it is a mask what we are wearing, because perfection equals the external validation. And that's where you limit yourself, you limit your growth. So, be it in any role, be it even in the corporate, if you want to succeed, if you want to grow, it is so important that you leave the canvas open and you just shade away those layers of perfection, which in various form comes in, which comes in form of a judgment, which comes in form of a self-doubt, which comes in form of criticizing. I want to ask each one of you here, would you like to stay in a house, in a place, I'm not even calling it a home, but a house, wherein you have been constantly cornered, wherein you have been constantly looked down? How many of us here would like to stay? That's not a home, that's a house, right? And that's what we do to ourselves. Every time we are just belittling ourselves. We don't celebrate our journey. We don't celebrate the small milestones. We are chasing and chasing. I'm not here to tell you that we do not have a big ambitious goals. We need to. We need to take the feet back more in a feet forward and keep on improving, because that's what the legendary leaders, the billionaire leaders what I have worked with do. They don't only manage their time, but they manage their energy. Because it is so important to see that your energy is in alignment. And that alignment comes in when you raise your vibration internally and externally. So, coming back again, if any place you want to succeed, in any role you want to succeed, first start embracing yourself with the flaws. You are here because of your journey, whatever you have learned. So be an alchemist, turn the pain into progression, look forward for the feet forward. Be clear the people who are giving you feet forward, do they meet this 3C? Do they care about you? Do they have enough competency to give you? Do they have character? Do they walk the talk? It's so important we internalize the feedback, and then we are into this journey, an endless journey of perfection. But the feedback which have come in from, you don't even know if that person cared for you, if that person had the confidence, if that person had the character. They walk the talk. So it's so important that you, in this journey, move yourself from just a complaining, a survival zone, to a real power zone, wherein you are present, wherein you take the ownership, wherein you are wholly present, wherein you are energized and you're reinventing each day. So thank you so much for the opportunity here. I would leave the ground open right now for any questions and discussions. Thank you so much, Dr. Prasad. It's always been very heartening to be on your platform and to share the nuggets.
Thank you so much, Pooja ji, for your excellence talk. And as we have one of the a very good question from Javier Fernando, what was your turning point in choosing purpose over perfection? So I like that very question. I think you are the right person to answer.
Sure. So the turning point, I mean, see, it's in every role what you play. So the first, I would give you a detailed answer here with the respect to the every role what I played in. So as a role in a professional role, I would earlier feel like I'm not meeting the deadlines, or I'll tell you a classic example. So in my journey of Asian Paints, I was the youngest person sitting in the boardroom. I'm talking this many, many years back. That time I must be somewhere around 28. Now you can guess my age. So I was sitting there, and the youngest here, if I may say, were around 60 years old. And I was been given a task to fire someone. My
Okay.
heart didn't agree to it, and I was been told that you need to fire us because it's been already been decided. And that was a turn, I
Yeah.
would have, when I'm speaking about perfection, it is, not standing up for yourself. And purpose for me is when you stand up for yourself, when you honor, and when you listen to your inner voice. So my
Yes.
inner voice said, Pooja, no,
No. Okay.
it's
We
not
decided.
correct. So
Yes.
stand up. And the moment I stood up for myself, there were many people, oh, she's newly promoted. So,
Okay.
that's why you see that she wants to make a mark. And there were many people who were against me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I said, no, I'm going to give that person a chance. I want to understand. And today I'm very happy to share that that person is leading and very important, a pivotal role.
Super.
So what was my turning point? My turning point was when I stopped listening to the external noise each day, when I started making it a choice. And this choice is something which is very, very difficult. When I
Yeah.
moved to Singapore, even that time, it was again, at I moved from a very thriving career as an HR head of a leading organization with 6K, and moving into the coaching early, which people usually move in their late 50s. And people told me, you're going to kill your career. And I said, no, I'm going to listen to my purpose. So it's an everyday choice what you make in every role what you play.
Yeah. That's excellently answered by Pooja ji. Yeah, that's the power of Pooja ji. So she had decided on the day one that purpose, or she was more concerned toward inner self. That's the right answer. It's not purpose or perfection. It's the inner self what decides her, success. So please, she has got so many questions. Pooja ji, I think you need to. We will send all the details to your email. Please do connect with these amazing attendees who are into different civil engineer, business development, head of operations. So different, different sector of the jobs. So please answer those questions, Pooja ji. Please do network.
Absolutely.
And if you
Please
can,
send it over. I would love to answer all the questions. And
yes,
as you know, Dr. Prasad, in a couple of hours, I have my flight and I'll be traveling in. But please feel free to connect. I
yes,
appreciate each one of you for your kindest attention.
yeah.
The kindest generosity is the attention what you're giving to the listeners. So thank you so much. And
Thank you
Dr.
so much.
Prasad, you're doing an amazing, wonderful, wonderful work of getting in all together in this confluence, the confluence of ideas. So
Yeah,
please feel free to connect. My
yes, please.
LinkedIn ID is my name, Pooja Kalisra Bhandari. I would love to respond to each one of you.
Yeah, Pooja ji, could you please share your QR code or any scan from your end to the my email so that I'll
I
keep
will do
you
that.
to all the attendees. Thank you
I
so
will
much,
do that.
Pooja ji. Have a
Thank
lovely
you so much. Appreciate
namaste.
everything what you do. Thank you so much.